Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. The equation below is true for all values of x where x is not equal to 5 over a and x is not equal to negative 3b over 2. The numbers a and b are constants. What is the value for b over a? Okay, now let me consider the equation we have over here. On the left side, we have subtraction of two fractions with the different denominators. We can simplify the stuff on the left side using cross multiplication method. That is, we have to multiply the first numerator by the second denominator and the second numerator by the first denominator. Further, we have to multiply the two denominators. Okay, now let me do it. That is 3x times 2x positive 3b negative 7 times ax negative 5, and we have to multiply the two denominators. That is ax negative 5 times 2x positive 3b. On the right side, we have 6x square positive 5x positive a positive b divided by ax negative 5 times 2x positive 3b. Here we find the same denominator on both sides of this equation. Now to get rid of the denominators on both sides, we have to multiply both sides of the equation by the stuff we have over here. Then this one and this one will cancel out. Then the resulting equation is 3x times 2x positive 3b negative 7 times ax negative 5 equals to 6x square positive 5x positive a positive b. Okay, now let's do some more simplification on the left side. We can distribute this 3x to this one and this one. 3x times 2x is 6x square positive 3x times 3b is 9 bx negative 7 times ax is negative 7ax and negative times negative is positive. 7 times 5 is 35 equals to 6x square positive 5x positive a positive b. We find 6x square on both sides of the equation. Let me subtract 6x square from both sides to get of the term 6x square on both sides of this equation. So here the positive 6x square, negative 6x square will cancel out. The same here. The resulting equation is 9bx and negative 7ax positive 35 equals to 5x positive a positive b. Okay, now let me continue over here. From these two terms, we can factor x out because we find x in common. Okay, now let me factor x out. Then I'm getting 9b negative 7a times x positive 35 equals to 5x positive a positive b. Here we have a linear expression on the left side and a linear expression on the right side. This is a x term and this is a constant term. Here this is a x term and we have to consider this a positive b as a constant term because there is an information, there is a and b are a constants. Okay, here we have two linear expressions are equal. Whenever two expressions are equal, we can match the coefficients of like terms. That is, the coefficient of x on the left side, the coefficient of x on the right side must be equal. The constant term on the left side, the constant term on the right side must be equal. Then I am getting 9b negative 7a equals to 5 and 35 equals to a positive b. Now we can solve for a or b in this equation. Okay, now let me solve for b in this equation. Subtract a from both sides. Then this positive a, negative a will cancel out. I am getting 35 negative a equals to b. Okay, here I have solved for b in terms of a. Now what we can do is we can plug in this stuff 35 negative a for b over here in this equation. Then I am getting 9 times 35 negative a negative 7a equals to 5. Now let's solve for a in this equation. Let's distribute this 9 to 35. 9 times 35 is 315. 9 times negative a is negative 9a. Negative 7a equals to 5. 315. When I combine these two terms, I am getting negative 16a equals to 5. Let me subtract 315 from both sides of this equation. Let me do it. Then the positive value, negative value will cancel out. I am getting negative 16a equals to negative 310 on the right side. Okay, now let me divide both sides of this equation by negative 16. The negative 16 will cancel out. Here negative will cancel out. And for 310 and 16, we have the greatest common divisor 2. 2 goes into 16 8 times and 2 goes into 310 155 times. Okay, here I got the value of a, that is 155 over 8. Now let me plug in this value for a over here to get the value of b. Okay, let me do it. That is 35 negative 155 over 8 equals to b. Here we do subtraction between an integer and a fraction. Whenever I want to do addition or subtraction between an integer and a fraction, I have to multiply this integer 35 by the denominator of the fraction. Once I'm done with this multiplication, I can take this 8 as a common denominator. Okay, 35 times 8 is 280, negative 155. Now we can take 8 as a common denominator. On the right side we have b. When I simplify this one, I am getting 125, that is 125 over 8 equals to b. Okay, here we got the values of the constants a and b. Our aim is to get the value of b over a. Okay, now let me erase the stuff and find the value of b over a. B over a equals to, for b we can plug in this value, that is 125 over 8, and for a we can plug in this value 155 over 8. Okay, now we can write this fraction as it is, that is 125 over 8. We can change this division as multiplication and get the reciprocal for this fraction, that is times 8 over 155. Okay, here 8 goes into 8 one times, 8 goes into 8 one times. And here for 125 and 155, we have the greatest common divisor 5. That is 5 goes into 125 25 times, and 5 goes into 155 31 times. Okay, 25 times 1, we get 25 in numerator. In denominator, we have 1 times 31, that is 31. Okay, here I got the value of b over a, that is 25 over 31.